Hi everyone, Josh Sachs here with another episode of Local Pros. With me today, I have a couple of people in the Masters division. First up, she came second at the 2023 Ontario Provincial Championships, and just last weekend took down the 2024 Kings Forest Open. And he came second at the 2023 Summer at Winter Open in Brantford, and was one of the TDs of last year's Ontario Provincial Championships. Craig and Jen Snow. Welcome, guys. Uh-oh. Did you guys freeze? Can you hear me? Hello?
Hi.
Uh-oh, on a bit of a delay. This is very weird. Never had this happen before.
We're out in the country, so our internet might be in and out.
Yeah, maybe it's the Wi-Fi. Turn off the Wi-Fi.
It'll get worse.
I don't think so. Sometimes it's our Wi-Fi. Okay.
Okay.
Did that help?
So welcome. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
Talk all fun things disc golf. I know you guys have been playing for a while. I think PJ says you guys have been members since 2017. You're both in the 5-digit club still, so congrats on that. But what kind of background did you guys have in sports before you got into disc golf?
I didn't really play any sports. Craig taught me how to snowboard. That's about as sporty as I got.
Greg, anything for you?
Everything growing up, from baseball to basketball to snowboarding, fishing, if you want to count fishing as a sport. Pretty much everything. Football, volleyball, everything I could play growing up, and had no clue disc golf even existed until, I guess, 2016.
So
how did you guys find the sport?
Well, actually, our friend Tom Stevens out of Brantford, we did barbecue competitions. They were friends. And we were doing a barbecue competition in Ottawa. And Tom's like, hey, there's a 9-hole just down the road. So I went with them while Craig manned the barbecue. And instantly fell in love. I couldn't believe it. So I bought a player's pack and I would go out and play with Tom. I went to Mohawk League once, and then Craig got hooked after that.
I started on Wednesday and played my first tournament that Saturday.
Wow.
It didn't go so well, but had a great time.
Like jumping in deep first.
Yeah, and
then to do that with everything.
Then the following week I played, I believe, the Summer Sizzler at Christie. So within 2 weeks of me starting, I was already 2 tournaments deep, and pretty much hooked from that part on.
That's good. I mean, 2 nice tournaments to get started with. I mean, the Sizzler's got quite the history.
Yeah, except for my rating. It was quite low for them.
But you've worked it back. It's
yeah. Took a while.
So a little bit after you guys started into the sport, you launched your now famous brand in disc golf, the Greatest of All Towels. What brought that about?
We were getting ready for the Forest City Open in 2019 in London, and it was calling for rain all 3 days. So Jen went to get like snacks and stuff for us for playing, and I was sitting here. I packed a whole trooper bag full of just towels. I'm like, there's got to be a better way than this. Like, why am I packing 25 towels to go for a weekend? Mm-hmm. So as she was gone, I ended up YouTubing how to sew and put 2 towels together, and it went from there basically. And I was playing the tournament, and people are like, oh, where'd you get that towel? I'm like, I made it. And then I believe the spring fling was maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks later. I made 50 to sell there, and I sold them all, and the rest is kind of history. Yeah, that's basically, it was a need that we had. It wasn't set out to be a business. It just kind of happened.
No, it was very natural.
And now you guys are being shown off on tour.
And then
And Chantel.
I guess it was about 2020 when it kind of really took off, where I made the website and it just kind of organically grew. I think just having a good product and people talking about it helped more than me selling it. Like, I never actually tried to sell it, if that makes sense.
Mhm. I mean, it's the first towel I got. It must have been at a players pack for some event when I played, or maybe it was at Bronte running into Oz or whoever who had them. And just I don't think I've ever had another towel for disc golf. Whoop.
You caught
Lost you there for a second. Oh, we're having fun internet times.
Yeah, I've never.
It says my signal's full, so I don't know.
Could be the streaming thing. So, you guys now are being showcased on the Pro Tour, having Thomas and Chantel and Colton Montgomery. You're gonna have to explain how that came about, because I get the Canadians 100%. How did Colton come about?
Long story short, I was sitting in a dentist chair getting a filling done, and I sent some to Simon Lazat. Simon ended up making a video with my towel and telling people that it was a great towel. Then I sent some to Eagle, so they were both using them. Then Bart and Christine were on our team for a while. We were also Discmania members, and they introduced Colton to my towel as well. And he contacted me and asked about being on the team, and added him to the team, and the rest has been history. So basically, same thing, just people telling people about this good product that they're using and helping each other out. And organically, it just happened.
And the designs, are you primarily the one that comes up with the designs, or it's a collaborative effort with the athletes?
Chantel did all hers completely. Thomas, it was him giving me ideas and going from there. Colton, same thing, ideas and going from there. This year he wanted a duck. Last year it was the Northern Lights and the wolf. Thomas this year wanted trees, colorful, looking up from the forest, like floor up.
Mm-hmm.
And Chantel did her own, and they all turned out great.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful. I love them.
I was wondering about Colton's, because like I got the wolf logo because that was his, like, I guess he's the Lone Howls.
Yeah.
Was his disc with Discmania. So like, okay, I get the wolf thing. The duck was kind of out of left field, but I'm like, okay, just wanted to change. That's cool. But then I saw they put out him and Kona. I think their combined logo is the wolf one for this year.
They're doing a combine at different events this year, so they wanted. I believe how it works is you sign up for it and you get to pick a Discmania disc and a dynamic disc. So they've combined both companies together, and they're helping out new people with like a clinic type of beginner friendly event at every event they go to. Colton's very much into green, so that was where the black and green came in for the duck, and he said he was just really into ducks this year. So that's how it happened.
It seems out of left field, but I guess there's something behind it.
Yeah.
It's very popular too.
Oh, I'm sure. I have to remember to order like a full team series for this year just to have them. You can't have enough boat towels, for sure.
No.
No, I think I'm pushing the limits
Oh yeah.
because I keep one of every design. So it's getting to the point where it's like, I might not need to keep any more of these, but
I mean, the two you've done for Toronto Sunday Club over the past couple of years have been amazing. And I know
thank you.
Jeff's like got some good ideas, but I know you also kind of run with it and put your own spin on it. So like, I really love them. They're awesome.
It's great because you can, as you're playing a course, you look over and you know, oh, that guy plays my club, or if you don't know them, or
Yeah, from afar you can see the towels. Like you played a tournament and you're like, oh, I know that towel. I played there. And you just meet people that way too.
Mhm.
Love it.
it's still odd when we travel
Yeah.
other places and I see people walking around that I don't know with the towel.
Yeah, because
Like,
before we knew everybody who had the towels.
it's a really good feeling.
Yeah. And I guess in the last year, you've also branched out and have started doing other disc golf related items,
Yep.
like the license plates for the Zuka carts, which are really cool
Yep.
and actually make really great trophies. Thank you very much for those from the Ice Bowl. Everyone
They did
loved
turn
them.
out nice.
And the laser's working again.
Yeah, I blocked that out.
That was a moment.
I had one more plate to do for you when it cracked, so I ended up putting silicone on it to limp through, and it worked. So now I know how to rebuild a laser, though, so that's pretty good.
One of those skills you never thought you'd learn, but
It's like home renos.
Yeah.
So, aside from Jen from rehabbing a bit this off season, have you guys been working on anything in your game to get ready for the 2024 season?
Mostly just because of the recovery, I had to change my form. And luckily it is helping. So I've had an ongoing elbow injury for over a year, but then I tweaked my shoulder back in January forehanding. So I can't forehand right now. So I'm strictly all backhand, which is a learning curve. So yeah, so we're doing a lot of exercises. I'm doing a lot of strength training in my shoulders just to strengthen the whole area. And then just working on my form, not pulling my arm anymore because I always like to pull, keep everything loose and light. So, and it's working. So I'm happy about that. If you watch the roulette round with Wally, it was terrible. So my progression from that round to this past weekend, practice helps.
I'm sure it does tend to. I wish I had a chance to practice more often than I do at the moment.
Yeah. Well, I'm lucky. Craig helps me. He's always watching. He can tweak everything for me because I can't see it while I'm doing it. So it helped.
Jen is pure power.
I've no
Now we're working on finesse.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's always something we can all work on in our games for sure.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any specific goals for this season? I mean, I guess a win's already good, done, accomplished off the list. So what's the next thing to take down?
Well, I'm battling with Lisa again coming up, so I'm excited about that.
Is it at Winter Thaw?
No, we're doing Project 15. I think it's the next one in April, right?
Yeah, I believe that's the next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. So, no, I don't think we're signed up for that one. The Winter Thaw.
I think you just, yeah.
My shift work makes it really difficult to sign up for stuff. So, yeah.
We used to work nights and then still play tournaments, but now we're at the age where that's just not a thing.
Masters divisions I don't know about everybody else, but I can't do that anymore.
No, I mean, and we probably shouldn't when we're younger either. Some people do, but then that's a thing. So that's a great tournament. It's looking like it's shaping up to be a great field to come out there. Definitely see you guys out there.
It's a beautiful.
We're going to go through the rapid fire round. So try not to take too long on these. because we do get. I have gotten sidetracked with some other guests before, like Colleen, who does that. But it's good. So favorite disc in your bag?
Go.
DD1.
My race.
Favorite person to play around with that isn't sitting next to you?
Doc.
I love Doc. There's too many. I can't pick one. Sorry.
Favorite course to play?
King's Forest.
Project 15.
Oh, well, for driving, yes. I love
Well,
Project.
Now we know Gabe's going to comment because you shouted him out.
A beautiful course.
Bucket list course that you guys haven't had a chance to play yet.
Maple Hill.
Maple Hill.
Mm.
Your dream foursome.
Oh my gosh.
Anybody or
Anybody. Anybody, you can go back and pull them out at the prime of their career. Do what you will.
Oh my gosh. Owen Scoggin, for sure. Oh my gosh. Kristen Tartar, for sure. Oh my gosh. You got any? Well, I'm still thinking. Come on.
Go ahead, you're giving me ideas.
Simon Lizotte, definitely. He looks super fun. I know everybody probably says that, but he does seem like he's super fun. And then, oh my gosh. I can't think on the spot. Can't think.
That's a pretty good card to play with, that's for sure.
Yeah. Come on, you throw one in at least.
For you?
Yeah. Who else do I like? I like everybody, but
You do. That's a problem. Bring a friend along.
well, of course, my friend Laura. Laura Schultens.
There you go.
There we go.
Now you got to put Craig on the spot.
There we go. Boom.
For me, I'm going to say it's the touring pros on the team. Thomas,
Oh my
Bolton,
gosh.
and Chantel. Just because I haven't actually played around with all of them, and I'd like to do that. Thomas I've played with. Chantel I've never actually played with, but been at tournaments with and stuff. But Colton, we haven't played yet. But I think this year I'm going to go down to G.O.A.T and everybody's there and meet up with them.
Oh, see, I like your answer. Can I change my answer?
Sure. It's not like this is
Okay.
recorded and I ever go back and edit these things.
No.
And last but not least, just because I added it in for Calvin a couple weeks ago, your favorite commentary team when you're watching disc golf coverage?
I'm going to say the original Jomez.
Yeah, Nate Sexton and Jeremy Colling.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They're hilarious.
They just fed well off of each other.
They did.
It's
Canadian-wise?
definitely a different vibe having Yuli there.
It
Yeah.
is.
Not that I don't like him, but it's just a different experience.
Yeah, they don't play off each other quite the same.
Parked Pro, I gotta say, best intro to tournaments I've ever seen though. Like what they did for nationals, that had me pumped to watch nationals.
Yeah,
And they did a very good job.
they did
as
a great job. Yeah, I like watching their stuff.
Yeah, I kind of wish we knew that the guys' coverage was going to be 3 people, because I actually did, like, Colleen and Kat recorded at my house.
Okay.
I just had the setup going, which is why I did the first round with Colleen. I'm like, I wish I had known they had done all 3 of them, because I would have joined them.
Aw.
I was wondering why you disappeared after the first round, but
Colleen, so the original plan was going to be Colleen and I were going to do 1 round. She and Kat were going to do a 2nd round, and then her and Jess were supposed to do the 3rd round. But then Jess wasn't available.
okay.
But again, they thought it would be better if it was only like 2 people, not realizing the guys, like Casey was going to send it with 3 of them talking. So
It was very good coverage though.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
we watched, I think, all of the rounds.
Yep.
yeah, it was. I thought they did a really good job, and I'm still sore for Kalen for
Oh.
the call. But I also get, like, at the same time, if you're there and you see the mini move, like, yeah, it's probably, you'd probably think to call it. So,
Yeah, that was.
It's one of those things in the moment that
Yeah, it's
probably
hard.
looks a lot different than when.
Yeah, different perspectives, see different things, and it's just, yeah.
and when you slow it down and watch it in video review, you go, oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's kind of like our form, though. If you've ever filmed yourself, you think you're throwing just like the pros, but then you film yourself, you
Yeah.
watch it in slow motion, you're like, I do that?
Yeah. Well, it's like that inevitable swoop everybody has. It's like you're
Mhm.
straightening it out and it's like you're still swooping. It's hard. You just don't realize it.
Well, thank you both very much for your time. This has been a fun interview, and I look forward to seeing you guys at P15.
Yes,
You too.
yay.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
No problem.